vision and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked there with the whole team and we riding on it.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Mexico City Diablos.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They hand off to their big tight end. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Hines. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
The tackle made.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And here's Jackson on the option. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be. just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
38-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the first down, Chiefs.
Before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Yeah, here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
9-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This is Hines. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. First touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Complete to
An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 43 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Adams. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Play action. It's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. As he throws there, incomplete. Isaiah Wright, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
At the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. These guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 10. Oh, that is going to be a safety. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He's got daylight. 20, 10.
Right down here.
And touchdown. Naeem Hines, 81 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week. Another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They just yielded a touchdown on the other end. Now they'll be trying to answer the bell and get a score of their own.
It's their opportunity to match. Can they do exactly what they just saw happen to them? Go down the field and score a touchdown. And to me, the best way to do it, look at your play sheet coordinator and call plays for guys who make the best plays for you. Go to the guys that you know can get the ball down to the end zone.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
37, Chiefs nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges jumps out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs. They take a lot of pride in cover. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
15 yards on the play, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
1 yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action with Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Diablos 44, Chiefs nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Isaiah Wright, the intended target.
But now it'll be third down.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
A loss of 5 yards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall. Pass and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And 2.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Good.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson going to run. And some room to work. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Diablos 65, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
For 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Goodness, another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed.
Now the ball comes loose, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Diablos 86, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.